Hey guys, welcome to episode number 127. Today's another rough day. If you watched my last video, you saw the conclusion to what was wrong with Speedy. If you read the comments, the prognosis was that he lost his male parts, and those were blocking his tail, his cloaca, and that's what was causing him to be backed up. That's what was causing him to bask a lot and not eat. And luckily, he survived that traumatic ordeal. So he's fine. But the thing that I have to tell you guys about is George didn't make it. If you watch my previous videos, Pauline didn't make it, and now George didn't make it either. And that's pretty tough for me to deal with right now. It really makes me reconsider turtle keeping. I know that I'm doing everything that I can, everything right. I had an appointment with the vet for George shortly before he passed, and just like Pauline, he looked fine 1 minute, and then the next minute he was down and out. And if you know turtles, you know that they hide illness very well. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been watching my turtles very, very carefully because Speedy has been ill for so long. I watch them every day, and I watch every single one of them for any signs of disease or illness. And I'm not going to get a necropsy done to find out what was wrong. There are a few things that it could have been, but I've researched, and nothing that I can see really lined up with their symptoms, which is kind of troubling. George, I had him dry docked, and he still didn't make it. Pauline, I think that because I didn't dry dock her soon enough, she might have drowned as a result of not being able to swim. But they didn't show signs of a respiratory infection. They didn't show signs of any other sort of bacterial or viral infection. So I'm not quite sure what did them in. The tank is being kept at 80 degrees, and the basking light's on all day long, and they've got UVA, UVB. I just don't know. I mean, I've read stories of turtles, having conditions, congenital conditions, or necrotizing pneumonia. It's like the lungs themselves are dying, but and obviously you wouldn't be able to see those things, but you would be able to see symptoms of those things. I mean, I didn't see my turtles gasping. I didn't see them listing. There was literally nothing wrong with them 1 minute, and then the next minute all they wanted to do was bask. They were completely non-responsive, and then they died. So I'm not quite sure what to take away from this, other than the fact that it's really important to have a qualified reptile vet on hand 24 hours a day nearby, if you are going to keep turtles, because plenty other animals will be able to fight off infection on their own, or at least show signs of infection early enough to be able to treat them successfully. So with turtles, that isn't the case, because they can't really regulate their own temperature. They have a really hard time fighting things on their own. And if you don't give them perfect care, and if you don't have the vet's assistance to give them the antibiotics they need to fight something, they're going to go down hard, and they're going to go down quick. And so what I've done is I've actually switched vets, and I'm no longer going with the vet that I previously had. The vet that I brought Speedy to, she actually gave me care sheets on a tortoise when I brought in my Diamondback Terrapin, and she said that he probably wasn't getting enough water, and I told her that he was an aquatic turtle. So, that just goes to show you that not all vets, are qualified, even though they've been in practice for a long time, and even if they propose to be reptile vets, there's no way unless you actually go in to know if they can truly help you or not. So in this case, they didn't help me, and it was too late to get him to someone qualified. But now I have that person. My new vet has been in business for over 20 years. He specializes in only exotic animals. He doesn't treat cats or dogs, period. And he does snakes, he does turtles, he does birds, he does, all of the reptiles you would imagine, and other species too, smaller animals. So, the next time something goes wrong, if that's something to do with my turtles, that's going to be the first call that I make, and I'm going to take my turtle in immediately to him to get things diagnosed and get things turned around, because literally, guys, you might have less than 24 hours once your turtle starts showing symptoms of illness. And that's especially true in the winter months, especially if you live in a drafty house, or if temperature changes rapidly. Respiratory infections are very deadly to turtles. I'm just not quite sure that that's what happened to mine. I'm still not sure if it was linked to Speedy at all. If they happened to ingest anything that he was passing that might have been infected, but it could be a bacterial, it could be a viral thing. If that's the case, then I have 4 turtles left in that tank, and one of them should be showing signs of illness here pretty soon, if it is something that can spread. So, if that happens, obviously I'm going to isolate that turtle and bring it in immediately. But from what I can see right now, Speedy seems to have made a full recovery on his own. He's a little champ. I helped him along the way, and I'm glad that he pulled through. He's one of the turtles that I've had the longest, and he means a lot to me. So even though he won't be a breeder, he'll definitely be the centerpiece to my aquarium, hopefully for a very long time to come. And then I have 3 others as well. So I'm down to 4 turtles currently, and the plans are still on to move. And the first thing I need to do once I've moved is set them up with a stock tank, because that is the proper habitat for a turtle. I will no longer keep turtles in aquariums. It's just not. It's not the right thing to do. It's not the right environment for them, and I think they deserve the extra space. So I'm not sure that could have impacted what happened recently, but I do know that one of my turtles is a biter. I saw one of my female turtles biting another one of the female turtles' tails yesterday, and things like that, things like Speedy potentially getting bitten while he was fanning, and then having that turn into an infection that could have resulted in him losing his male parts. That could have been caused by that biting as well, and those sort of things will happen if you have more than 1 turtle in the tank. Period. So there's really no way to avoid that except having 1 turtle per aquarium, and that's just not possible right now. Certainly turtles get along great in groups, but it really comes down to the amount of space that they have. So the more space they have, the less likely some of those things might be to happen. So all I can do is give them the best environment that I can, and everything that they deserve, and go from there. So this has been a real hard learning experience for me, as you might imagine, and I hope that all of the issues are over with. I hope that it's going to be all good things from here. Losing a pet is hard. Losing 2 pets in 2 weeks is really devastating, and it's really made me look at what I'm doing and what I've done in a whole nother light, because this environment back here, this 125 gallon tank, is fine for 1 or 2 turtles, especially smaller turtles. But when they start to grow, an aquarium isn't a suitable habitat, and part of it is husbandry related too. Pauline should have been dry docked sooner, and both of them should have been taken to a vet immediately, a qualified vet immediately. I didn't have that qualified vet lined up, and the one I brought them to, just didn't provide the quality of service that you need if you have an animal. So it's been a hard learning experience for me, but hopefully you guys can relate. Hopefully you guys can learn along with me, and I guess the number one takeaway from this is, the minute that a turtle exhibits any signs of illness, just pretend like the turtle has 24 hours to live or less, and don't mess around. Just go straight to the vet, because that's the only hope that turtle really has at the end of the day, of pulling through. So that's kind of the rule of thumb that I'm going to be living by with these turtles from now on. And I'm glad I have a qualified vet on call now for these turtles, and hopefully things go good after the move. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.